one other thing I want to ask you about, because you've had more and more like kind of hoodies and more like that leisure wear. So what are you, like you're kind of trying to expand more into like that non-golfer round too. So what is kind of like, do you have other big things kind of planned more on that side of stuff rather than the golf attire?
Yeah, that's definitely something that I don't want to say we struggle with, but it's something that we have to kind of stay mindful of, is that walking the line of, if we go too much golf, then we're considered just an exclusive golf brand, or if we go too much lifestyle, or we're just considered a lifestyle brand. So, I try to do a little bit of a mix of everything, right? Especially you're going to see that in the Founders Club. You're going to see things of hoodies and then polos and then sweats. You know what I mean? Like just an all around coverage. And as far as fall goes, I think we have 4 or 5 styles that are coming out. And it's going to do the same thing. There are going to be a couple quarter zips. There's going to be a couple polos. They really cover that, bridge that gap. There might be someone that is a lifestyle connoisseur, and they might want something that's more neutral color based. And we're going to do that, but also add our own twist to it to where a golfer could wear the same outfit. So that's, I guess, our main thing is trying to create versatility for sure with what we pick and what we design. And, Reese has been great. Reese was a designer that I played college golf with, and I would consider him kind of, kind of our design funnel when it comes out. I'll always run things by him before we design, or he designs it himself, and we kind of go back and forth on it. So that's been great to have that like extra set of eyes, because something that I might like, might not be something that TJ likes or Gary likes or Reese likes, and it's just always great to hear that feedback.
Yeah, and I've seen other collabs too. Like I don't remember the name of the page, but there's that one guy that does like all the barbecuing and stuff too. That like
Izzy. That's funny. Yeah, Izzy's a great guy. He's a great and tremendous cook, though. He wears it in some of his barbecue videos, and he was just a purchase that reached out and posted, and I was like, hey, let's keep this going. I really like the relationship and kind of the, I guess the genuineness of his cooking page.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was cool because I love cooking as well, and so then I started following him, and it was just it's something I didn't expect, because like obviously I see all these golfers wearing Acorn Hills, but like seeing that other side of it where it's just the non-golfer that's still wearing the hoodies and stuff like that. And even like you said, like this Q-zip, like dude, this is like I'll wear this to work and stuff. Same with that black walnut one too, where it's just like you can like wear it out to like a nice restaurant and stuff like that, and it's maybe not like that Freedom Splatter at a it might stick out a little bit at work and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you can still probably get away with it, to be honest. You know what I mean? There's a lot of designs out there from other brands, and everyone has their own lane that they like to stay in, but there's a lot of designs that are just kind of one-dimensional in the fact where you can only wear them to the golf course or to a certain thing. And I really kind of channel my small town roots on that, is if I'm going to spend this amount of money on clothing, I want to make sure I can build as many outfits as possible off that. And that's something we've stuck to our guns on. I really do think that's what keeps people coming back, is they realize they can, for $62 for a polo or for the Founders Club, they can build 4 or 5 outfits. And looking at it from $10 an outfit rather than $100 polo, that's a big win.
Yeah, and I think that's something by kind of like just building the identity of the brand and like the design, is that like something like the Founders Club. It's like I have pretty much everything you have in men's, and it's like I love all of it. So it's like you could literally send me whatever it is you're designing. I don't even need to see it. Like when these drops come out, it's like I'm always buying 2 or 3 items that day.
It's going to be a little bit more of a mystery based thing, where it's not going to be anything on the site that's never going to be in the Founders Club. It'll be totally surprise factor. But we're going to make it worth your while for sure, which is going to be pretty cool. Because last month we did the fan favorite box, which was kind of, I don't want to say, passing on the fan favorite boxes to the people, or the fan favorite items is the better way to say it.
Yeah.
And that did really, really well. And we kind of carried that momentum into the Founders Box release, saying like, hey, if you like the fan favorite box that had our items that we already had on the store, this Founders Box is going to have totally exclusive items, but it's almost the same price tag. So
cool. Yeah, and like you said, so there's the fall drop coming up later on as well. Is there something else you're trying to do, kind of like a winter drop, or would that be more like after the start of the year type of thing?
Yeah, it's going to be towards winter, like December will be the time for the second Founders Club. So probably it'll be building that. It'll be building that sort of second drop out. Now we'll see. Like just like I did with summer, I had my big summer drop, and then like an end of summer, add on or bonus item with the Moonlight Jade, which is a great polo. If you haven't looked at it yet, it's really cool pattern. That's perfect for August, September, the fall type stuff. I think that's what we're going to probably do for December. We're going to have our drop of the fall, and then we're going to maybe toss in a couple like items here and there. So it's not so stale, until March, April, whenever we start dropping the fall stuff and summer stuff.
Yeah, and I think the cool little bonus thing too is like when you're doing these other designs for these other brands, I guess, because like I went and I got one of Jordan's polos because like it was a cool design with his putter shop, and it's like I knew the quality was gonna be good. And then John's polo, like I was mentioning before, like I love that design so much just because like people I've worn it before.
The light blue one? Is that the one?
Yeah. I've worn it before and people think it's like the basic bogey. So I'm like, no, this is John's different podcast.
The basic bogey shirt. That's funny. We'll make something sometime.
But I just love that design with like the podcast mic and the laptop and the golf. Like it's so cool. And it's like, I guess kind of like that insider knowledge. I know like, oh, this is another Acorn Hills, like a little hidden Acorn Hills drop through these other brands. And
that's been really cool too, is I've been able, and I don't know if I had it yet in January, but I'm kind of running two companies right now. The one being Acorn Hills, the other one being, it's called Thimble, and it's a private label side of things. So a lot of collaborations come through Acorn Hills, which is great. Mm-hmm. But then also too, I get people that will message our account saying, "Hey, I want to make polo shirts and I want to do all this stuff, but I don't want Acorn Hills branding." It's like, okay, well then, I want to help you, but I know it's very tough for me to not have the Acorn Hills branding. So that's where I created the private label sort of thing, where I'm doing a lot of manufacturing for brands that I really can't say who they are because I sign NDAs with them, but it's been really, really cool to help those brands out as well. And I'm sure you definitely know a lot of them. And I'm sure maybe if you ever run onto some of these people's shirts and you're like, oh, that material feels very familiar. It's a good chance probably we manufactured it. So it's been really cool to do that too. But it's been a lot of time management skills too. Are huge for that, because I don't want to give Thimble too much time to where I don't put any time in Acorn Hills, or vice versa. So
yeah, but that's cool, because I mean that's something that like you've learned so much about that industry over the past few years that it's almost just like second nature for you to help someone along with that and getting their own stuff manufactured. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I won't say any names, but there's this one guy, he was saying about he wanted to do all this stuff and had all these designs, but he didn't have anyone to manufacture them or didn't even know the know-how. And he was spending all this money getting like 10 or 20 different samples of like different shirts just to test quality from different suppliers and materials and everything. And, we eliminated so much cost for him that it made you really feel good about what you were doing. And it was really cool to see him flourish now he's kind of catching his stride and running and getting his own and getting his own brand out there, even though it's on the smaller side. It's been pretty cool to see that. And a lot of people say, well, aren't they direct competitors with you? Yeah, I guess in the long run, sure. I mean, you could say we're direct competitors to Nike, but in a sense, we're not. I'm not trying to be Nike. I'm not trying to be Adidas. We're Acorn Hills, and that's what I want to try to be. So if you're out there listening and you're looking for an awesome kind of curation of gear, or you're looking to buy a gift for someone, please join the Founders Club. It's really cool. It's only going to get bigger as we keep expanding. And the more members I have, the more fun stuff I can really do. So that'll be really fun. So yeah, if you're out there, give me a listen.
Yeah, and so it's limited to 50.
The first one, yeah.
The first one, yeah. But then obviously if you grow it and then you've got people that are bought in, like then you can kind of get more produced basically, and produce more and be able to kind of obviously when I produce in bulk,
say I produce maybe 50 to 100 pieces of something, it's going to lower that bottom line. So the more I can produce, the more I can throw into the box to make it value and keep that same price mark of $60. You guys are just going to be winning every single day. So.
Yeah, and so I was looking at it earlier. So it starts obviously right now it started September 1st or whenever it started, and then you have up until the 15th to purchase it, right? And then stuff ships out the end of the month.
Yep. So basically, you have about 2 weeks when the window opens to get in with that box. Now that's just the first one. Now say that September, 16 comes and you order the Founders Club. Then you would just be there for December. You can order the Founders Club at any time. It's just whatever month you order in, you'll be for the next quarter. So say you ordered in November, you'll be for the December box. And then the first opening for that 1st to 15th, basically just kind of for the first box, and after that takes care of itself. But it'll be really cool. It's really fun to build something like that. Like I said, the software to build it was kind of tough. That's kind of something I struggled with was, okay, now how do I manage these subscriptions? Because I don't want them to just sit in the cloud somewhere and be like, well, what's going on? So once I figured out how to do that and really, train myself on how to do that, that's when we were able to launch the Founders Club successfully.
Yeah, I think that obviously it's like almost like a new little startup, but once you get it rolling too, and then you've got your set number each month, it's like, pack everything up and then, all right, this stuff's ready for December now, and it's all kind of taken care of.
Yeah, it's like I said, after this box, I'll probably not have, probably raise the limit maybe to 75, because I'll have the members from the September box for December, and just I hope to bring them, like each box have 50 more allocated. I'm sure I'll have people that, like you said, with the par 4 say, hey, I'm just going to take a break this quarter and just pick it back up in spring, which is totally fine. But our goal is to not make you want that, not make you want to do that, make you want to get every single box. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I think quarterly is kind of perfect, because it's not like, new stuff every single month, and people aren't getting hit with the $60 every month. I don't know, I'm not buying a new polo or hoodie and stuff like that often, but I think the quarterly is kind of that sweet spot for it.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with our weather, TJ, being where we live, summer, spring, fall, winter, it lines up perfectly for what we're doing with the quarterly box. Like right now, probably going to be our fall quarterly box, so more geared towards that, and December will be more towards like that winter box, and each item, and that's where you're saying with the short par 4, some items can be out there. Each item is going to play off the other one. So, there's kind of like a theme around each box. So, they're all got like all 3-4 items in the box are going to play perfectly and complement each other. So
cool. So real quick, before we get to rapid fire, just tell everyone where they can find you online, on social media, and all that stuff.
Yeah, so we're on Instagram and Facebook, and we're on the other platforms like LinkedIn and stuff. But on Instagram, we're at acorn.hills, and our website is www.acornhillsco.com. I run both of them, 24/7, 365. So please don't ever think you're talking to a robot or something on the other end. Just send me a message, and I'll be happy to get back to you.
Thanks for watching today's episode.
To see more of our content, be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe on YouTube. We can be found at Basic Bogies on all platforms.
Thanks. We hope to see you on the next one.